The Philadelphia Eagles decide to extend Dallas Goedert, and there's one more person the Eagles should look into extending before this season's over. And last but not least, we got to talk about this Saints injury report that just came out.
This is Philly Talk with Philly Mike. Talking sixes in the bird gang, that's our life. Competition, we ain't scared, yeah, that's what we like. Win or lose, you know we showing up and we gon' fight. You see we strive for the sky every day that go by. And every single week we screaming fly, Eagles fly. This is Philly Talk with Philly Mike, yeah. This is Philly Talk with Philly Mike, yeah.
What is going on, everybody? I go by Philly Mike, and this is the Philly Talk Podcast. And today, we got some things to talk about. But before we do that, Eagle Nation, help your boy out and hit that like button. Subscribe if you are new, and ding that notification bell so you know when we drop these videos.
Keep that roots going, baby! Roots!
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. And this is the way we've been winning. Now, I want to get into this Dallas Goedert news because, hey, shout out to DG. And we're going to get my take on it, and I definitely want to hear yours. But we got to talk about this Saints injury report. It just dropped as I was getting ready to do this Dallas Goedert video. Shout out to my guy, Philadelphia, who follows me on Twitter and sent it to my inbox. You can follow me at Philly_Mike25. But the Saints injury report is crazy on the offensive side. Now, there are other people banged up on offense and defense, but these are crucial. Running back Alvin Kamara, right tackle Ryan Ramczyk, and left tackle Teron Armstead are all out for Sunday's game versus the Philadelphia Eagles, all three with a knee injury. You're talking about the left tackle, the right tackle, and the guy who runs between the tackles, right? Alvin Kamara is all that is left of this Saints offense. Now, Mark Ingram is there. He's older, and he's not as good when he gets every single carry. And let's be honest, with no receivers, with Trevor Siemian there, setting the house, Mark Ingram ain't gonna beat you in the pass game, in the receiving game. He's gonna run. Send the blitz against the run, send the blitz against the pass. You're talking about two of the most important positions, the tackles, left and right. And let's be honest, Armstead and Ramczyk are good. When the Saints are healthy, they're good. But they're really good because that offensive line. And Ramczyk and Armstead are the top two of their offensive line. So them not being there. Derek Barnett is injured. He might not play. He's questionable. But Jonathan Gannon, you have no excuse. You got a journeyman backup with no protection and their best skill player out, the guy who receives and runs the ball for the Saints. Jonathan Gannon, you better get this dub. Now, the Eagles' offense is going to have a tough task running the number one rush defense versus the number one running team. Yes, I said it. We number one. That's going to be a battle, and Jalen Hurts is going to let it fly too when he needs to. But the Eagles' defense should eat. I repeat, eat sacks, turnovers, terrorize this offense. Now let's get to the Dallas Goedert news, and he better show up too if he plays. I know he's going through concussion protocol, but 4-year extension for Dallas Goedert through 2025. 4-year deal, $59 million. That makes him, I believe, the third highest paid tight end. We're going to talk about it, but for those who don't follow me, this was my initial thought. Dallas Goedert extending 4 years. We're going to need you to stay healthy and ball out for us. Big shoes to fill. You got big shoes to fill. We're talking about the greatest tight end in Eagles history, Zach Ertz. Now, let me say this about Dallas Goedert because I see two sides, right? People know he has upside, but people say all we are paying him is for upside. What has he done? And I have to say, I believe he's a top 5 tight end, and people are going to say, what? You're forgetting one key point of a tight end's job, blocking. Tight ends don't get solely graded on their pass catching abilities, their route running abilities. They got to be great blockers because when they're not running routes, they're blocking. They're part of the run game. And Dallas Goedert is such an underrated blocker. He's such an underrated blocker, a top 3 or 4 tight end blocker. He gets to the second level. He bulldozes people. He can do what he does there. And then the pass catching ability is what you need in a passing league, but it adds up. Now, his biggest problem for me is health. People say he hasn't done nothing when Zach Ertz ain't there, where he hasn't had the opportunity. When Zach Ertz ain't there, some reason he's hurt. When Zach Ertz is there, he's on the field and he makes splash plays, but he hasn't been consistent. But I think that's the injury and Zach Ertz being on the field that stopped it, right? You see the one hand grab, the no look grab, this, that, and the third. He can do it. Health is my biggest thing, but the Eagles said 4 years, 59 million. So he got to get his stuff together. But I believe in this kid. I believe number 88 can ball out and will be a top 5 tight end going forward. Watch 2023. Watch the rest of this year. It's all about health. It's all about health with Dallas Goedert. The ability's there. And people knock blocking, but it's what we do. We're rushing for 200 yards. He's part of it. Definitely a part of it. Now, there's one other thing I want to talk about in this video. And hey, hopefully y'all have a good Friday. You know, I'm jumping the gun. Happy Friday. We going to talk a little bit more about the Saints tomorrow. I got something special planned. We might do that little $25 giveaway, but Avonte Maddox needs to be extended before the season's over, right? We saw Jordan Mailata get extended. We saw Josh Sweat get extended. We saw Dallas Goedert get extended. Young pieces for this Eagles team, and Avonte Maddox is it. This guy has been criticized so much through his little time in Philadelphia because of what he went through. Having to play safety, having to play cornerback outside every single down, and that's not who he is. He's a slot corner. Now, if he needed to jump outside for 2 or 3 possessions, he can do it. Not every play. Not against big guys like DK or Devontae Adams. This guy has played safety, outside, and slot, but when he plays in the slot, he is a high-quality cornerback. Should be getting some Pro Bowl votes for what he's doing in the slot. Pay this man, extend this man, because we going to need to fulfill cornerbacks, right? We got all these young guys. Maybe some of them are diamonds in the rough. But we got to address the cornerback position because Steven Nelson is a 1-year deal. Slay will be here for another year or 2. But what are we going to do after? I also said something on Twitter. The offense has so many young, talented players. Devontae, Quez, Dallas Goedert, Miles Sanders, Jalen Hurts, Jordan Mailata, Landon Dickerson. We can name talented defensive players, but not really young ones. Barnett's gone. Sweat, talented young guy. Davion Taylor, who I will be doing a video on him. And we will be getting Davion Taylor on the channel again. We had him on the channel before. We'll be getting him on the channel again after Thanksgiving. He got some family over. I was in contact with him. But there's not that many young defensive pieces. Avonte Maddox is one. We got to extend him. Let me know all your thoughts in the comment section when it comes to the Saints injury report. Come on, Gannon. If you can't take advantage of this, I don't know what to tell you. Let me know your thoughts about the Saints injury report, the fact that we going to get this dub and get on this playoff run, and your take on Dallas Goedert. Was 4-year, $59 million too much, too soon? Should we have franchise tagged them, or should you not have done it? Let me know. I think health is my only concern. With all that being said, I go by Philly Mike, and this is the Philly Talk Podcast. Peace.